Hi guys, I wanted to talk, but I need to do my makeup. So we're doing a Chatty Get Ready With Me. I don't think I've really ever done that before, and excuse this little ball on my head. I just needed to get everything out of my face. If you're curious, I'm doing the Tarte lip palette from Tarte, but I just wanted to talk about how everything has been going wrong with everything we buy lately. So it all started when we were moving out of the apartment that we rented. We rented an apartment for 2.5 years before we bought this place and moved here. And we've been living here for 2 months now. So most of this has been happening in 2 months. So it all started when we were moving out and we were going to be defrosting our old freezer. And in defrosting that, you pull out the cord and you leave the top open and you leave it to defrost. And I mean, it's a heavy thing, so it's meant to be waterproof, right? It's a freezer, so it's not supposed to leak, but that's what ours did. So it started leaking all over the floor where we had it in the renter's apartment. Thank God, we were really lucky and it didn't create any permanent water damage, so we didn't have to replace anything, luckily. And we got all of our deposit back and all of that. But it was a really shitty and very stressful experience. So we contacted the insurance company and they weren't going to do anything. And then our landlords, who were great, contacted theirs and they didn't want to do anything. And then we contacted the company that actually produced the freezer, and they said that they could look into it, but they would recommend us to just get a briefing of the area and see if there's any water damage there. So we called a company that we got the phone number to from them, and they charged like a lot of money to do this little survey thing. So we figured we would just leave it for right then, and then we would come back to it in a couple of days and just see if it had dried up and not. So my mother actually got to borrow like a water measurer, so she got to measure all of the water content, and thank God there was no water damage on the floors, so we escaped that one, to put it that way, which felt really, really lucky. And we were like, oh my God, this is horrible. So we did get a new freezer after we contacted the company that made it, because they agreed that it wasn't supposed to be like that. So after getting a new freezer, we connected that one, and that one now is so loud. It's like making so much noise. And the last one that we had, it didn't make any noise at all. But when we got this one delivered, it was delivered by a company called PostNord, and they do a lot of deliveries here in Norway, but their customer service is not very good. Every time I've gotten something delivered from them, they're hard to talk to. They hardly speak Norwegian or English, and getting them to do things is not very easy. So we still haven't contacted them again about our new one being crappy, because we don't want to deal with PostNord again. But yeah, so after that we moved in and we started buying stuff for our new apartment, right? So we bought a couch, and the couch came with 2 of the same armrests, like it came with 2 left side instead of 1 left and 1 right. So we had to take that back, and we had to change out the armrest, with the couch being only half assembled. So they fixed that for us, no problem, luckily. So we got the new one and we mounted up the sofa and everything was fine. 1 month later, the chest lounge cushion was so sat down and terrible that we had to exchange it. And they ordered a new one. It was delivered in 2 days by DHL and everything was fine. We still have the old one here because it's taking up a lot of space, but it's difficult to get it to take it somewhere to actually get rid of it. So that's still chilling here. And the new chest line pillow that we had, it is now also super sat down, so we could probably get another new one. But we're just so sick and tired of changing out everything. And then the shower head that we had here when we moved in was like this big. It was super tiny, and it was just one like... So we decided that we wanted to change that out to get a little bit more of a comfortable shower head in the shower. So we bought a new one from a company and mounted it up, and it turned out it didn't work. The water only worked on half of the shower head, so we had to take that back, and we had to get a new one. We got a new one, and that one works, thankfully. And then from our parents, well, Marius's parents, my parents-in-law, we got an outdoor seating set for like a moving in present. So they fixed all of that while I was at work, but they bought the set, and then they checked up that everything was all right at the store, and they brought it here. Marius's sister and her boyfriend helped transport everything here because they have a large car that could actually fit the huge boxes. So they brought it here, and it turns out that it's not the right color. So they take it back, they bring back the right color, and then when they unpack it, it turns out one of the cushions, like the seat back cushions, is missing. So I take the receipt, and I go back to where we got it from, and I said that one of the cushions is missing, so I have to get like a new one. And they were like, okay, you can go here, and I actually filmed this in a vlog. But I don't really remember which one. It was the same vlog where I got my desk, I think, if I remember correctly. So they said, okay, go here and get the pillow, and you can get the right one. So I was like, okay. I went and I got the pillow that they were talking about, brought it home, and it was the wrong pillow. So we had gotten the wrong set, and then no pillow, and then the wrong pillow. And then Marius's dad went back to them, and he got us the display pillow so that we didn't have to drive all around the entire area to get a new pillow again. So we finally got our balcony set up and running, and everything was luckily fine with that one. And then, as you might know, my computer has gone to complete shit. It is currently not working very well, so I can show you because it's right here. So when you bend here, you can see it all opens. So it just has to sit like this on my desk at all times because you can't really move it anymore. And so I needed to buy a new computer. I'm not going to be doing any claims or anything on this one because I've had it for forever, and I've dropped it in the floor a couple of times. The reason why it's opening like that is apparently because there's some screws on the underside missing. I don't know how that worked, how those fell out or anything, but I bought a new computer, and then yesterday I got a text saying that it would be, I got like this text at like probably 10:30 a.m. while I was at work, and saying, hey, your computer is here, you can come pick it up. I had to order it from their like main warehouse, and then they shipped it to my local store, and I could pick it up there. I went there, and he was like, okay, thank you, I'll go find the computer for you. He went back, came back, checked his computer, went back again, and told me that my computer was not there. So he had to, so he was like, well, I'm going to see like how fast we can get it for you. Yesterday was Thursday, today is Friday. He said that he could get it by Friday next week. So so I told him that I can't wait that long. Like, my computer is literally falling apart. So I asked him to cancel my order. I went back home, and I looked at some other computers. I ended up, so I asked him to cancel my order, and then I stopped by our local post office because I had to pick up a package. Stood there waiting for 30 minutes while he was looking through all of everything that was there. And he couldn't find that one either. So that package as well is just like long gone. No idea where it is. So I had to contact our, like the customer service, the post office customer service. So I contacted the customer service of the post office, and since it was a fairly cheap package, they ended up just refunding me for the package that got lost. Still have no idea where that one is or what happened to it, but I got the money back, so I can just reorder, which is nice. So I went home because obviously I still need a new computer, but since I do video editing and photo editing, I do need a fairly strong sorry, I'm chatting with HF customer service, which is where my, what is it called? Where I was supposed to pick up the computer yesterday, and it didn't arrive, because the computer that after I was told that my computer wasn't there, I was told that it could be there on the 30th, and I told him to cancel because that was too long of a wait. So I went back home. I ordered the same computer after looking around on the internet, online, and I couldn't find anything that I liked as much, so I decided to order the same one again, but I paid for postage with a express shipment, so that it would be here in 1 to 5 days instead of having to wait until next Friday to pick it up at Sambika. And now the computer is missing from online, so I don't know if I'm actually going to get it. So I asked her to check, but I don't know how long it's gonna be before I get an answer, because I always told her, I was like, I ordered a computer last night, but I see that it's missing from online, and she was like, okay, so what are you actually wondering about? So I was like, well, will it be delivered as it was supposed to be? So hopefully that will get here pretty fast, because my computer is not doing so well at the moment, and with me, I really like to take my computer out every now and then to do some editing at like a coffee shop or something like that, and with my computer being like this, there is no possibility. Hopefully everything is fine. I hate looking for electronics, like buying a new computer. Well, buying a new computer is worse than buying a new phone, but I really don't like either. It's just like all of the specs, and I've been researching a lot with, I really want Intel instead of AMD or something similar. I really want an i5 or i7. I have the Intel Core i7 in this computer, and I was really lucky when I bought this, and I got it super cheap on sale. But hopefully the new one, which is like twice the price of what I paid for this one when I got this one a few years ago, will do the trick. And it's also meant to be like folded all around. It's the Acer Nitro 5 Spin, if they can deliver it, which I'm still waiting for a reply on. So I'm just hoping that everything will be fine, and that I will get the computer that I ordered hopefully within next week. Well, it should be next week, but looking for computers is such a pain, because since I like to travel with my computer, I do want it to be fairly light, but I can't have a smaller screen size than 15.6 inches. Apparently the new standard is 14, which is relatively smaller than a 15.6. So the problem for me with the smaller size is that the video editing program that I use cuts the screen in 3. So you have one cut like this, where this is the timeline, and then you have one cut in the middle like this. So this is all your like elements, the media, and then this is your preview screen. And it just makes the preview screen very tiny. And since they do have 30 days guarantee, I could try a 14 if I wanted to, because they are the new standard. They're often a lot cheaper, but I just want, like, I want it to be fairly good looking. I can't have it be like too fat. I've been looking at several gaming computers, like the one that I ended up ordering is actually a gaming computer, but because it is meant to be foldable and it's very portable, it is fairly light and it's not very thick, like the actual computer itself isn't super thick. While some other ones that I've been looking at, like, I don't know if it's Acer or Asus Tough, it's just a very big, chunky computer. And I just kind of want mine to be a little bit more flatter than that. And I actually put my computer on the kitchen scale to see how much it weighed, because I don't want one that's heavier than this. And this weighs almost 2.3 kilos, which is like 4 pounds, 5 pounds, I think, about 5 pounds. So the one that I got is like maybe an ounce, like a little bit heavier, but it is also very fancy. And I just think being able to lay it flat and lay it and like it comes with like an active pen, so you can like draw on the screen, and I think that would be so helpful when I'm like editing in Photoshop and stuff, and I can actually like hand write on it. I think that would be really, really cool. So I'm very, very excited for that. And I'm also looking into the option of getting some merch. I think that would be really cool. And one of the things that I want on the merch is my like name, but handwritten by me, like Christine handwritten, in addition to whatever I actually put on there. But I'm not quite sure what I want to put on there in the first place though, so I don't really know, to be honest. But if this computer doesn't work out, I'm just gonna get one that I can just pick up at the store. But this is a computer that's like, it's over $1,000. So it's a fairly expensive computer compared to the one that I have, which is more like $600, maybe like $700 when I bought this one new. Talking and doing eyeliner is not easy. I have glitter all over my face from these eyeshadows. So as you might know, I really wanted a like an all-in-one computer, like an iMac kind of. But then I kind of gave up on that when my laptop completely started dying on me, because that means that I would have to get both, like both a stationary and a laptop, because with me traveling and me bringing my laptop around, I need both. So I ended up just getting the computer instead. Marius has an old monitor at his parents' house that he can bring back here, so I can use that if I want a bigger screen. So if I end up getting a 14-inch at some point, that's probably what I'll do. I just completely got mascara on my eyeshadow. I really like videos like this, actually. I don't know why I don't make them any more often. It just feels like I'm doing my makeup and sitting and talking to a friend, which is awesome. Well, it's a very one-sided conversation, but you know what I mean. I've been so stressed lately, it's been not very great. So vacation time is going to be amazing. Whew, this video is going to be so long. I apologize, but I feel like I have a lot on my mind, and I just feel very comforted by just talking about it all. And it's like I have my work stress and Marius has his work stress, but we don't really understand each other's stress because we work in entirely different types of work. Like I work at a customer service center with customers, and he's an electrician who assembles electrician stuff. So we just don't always understand each other's struggles. This is Foul Mouth from NYX, if you're wondering. Okay, it seems my computer is fine. It's going to be shipped out tomorrow. I should hopefully get it at the beginning of next week, which is perfect, and it's before the 30th, which is all I want, and I can't wait. Let me know if you want an unboxing. This video is going up on Sunday, so it's going to be up before this new laptop gets here. Let me know if you want me to do an unboxing on that. It's been a lot lately. It's just, everything has been a stress, and I'm kind of feeling it. My head is hurting all the time. I'm going to bed at like 9:30 every night, which is amazing. But I slept for like 10 hours, and I still woke up from my alarm. So I don't even know. Okay. My makeup is done. I just have to clean up some glitter that is all over my face from some of these eyeshadows. So I have to clean a little bit. This apartment is still a mess. We still don't have a dishwasher, and you can probably see like all of this is like dishes on top here. So it's a lot, and it feels like the dishes are never ending because we only have like a little thing that we can put the dishes on. But anyway, I am going to go, and if you made it to the end of this video, congratulations, you have amazing patience. I do hope you enjoy this video though, so leave a big like if you liked it, leave any comments down below, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and you can also follow me on Instagram, Patreon, and Facebook at chrisbeeblack, and yeah, bye.